His ability to defend guards and forwards allows for more flexible schemes and can help mask some of the defensive deficiencies of other players on the roster. In a Western Conference loaded with offensive talent, having multiple capable defenders is essential. Jared Vanderbilt's situation adds another layer of complexity. Mentioned as another name to watch, Vanderbilt has shown flashes of elite defensive potential, but his constant injury struggles have made him more of a question mark than a solution. If the Lakers decide they can't count on him for consistent availability, moving in a different direction makes sense. Financially, this trade would also represent good asset management. Rather than potentially losing Vincent or Kleber for nothing if they continue to underperform or remain injured, converting them into a proven contributor like KCP maximizes their remaining value. The Lakers' recent history with former player reunions has been mixed, but there are encouraging precedents. When players return to organizations where they had success, they're often able to recapture some of their previous form due to familiarity and comfort with the environment. The real question is whether this trade represents smart strategic movement or expensive nostalgia. KCP definitely offers value, but is that value enough to justify the costs and expectations that would come with his return? For an organization that has made several minor additions rather than one major star move, this could be exactly the type of calculated move that complements their current approach. This proposed trade perfectly embodies a balance the Lakers must strike between immediate ambition and long-term responsibility. It's the kind of move that could quietly raise their competitive ceiling without completely mortgaging their future. So should the Lakers pull the trigger on this sentimental reunion that could reignite championship magic, or should they continue being patient with their current roster? What do you think about bringing KCP back home? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that like button if you're as nostalgic as you are curious about this potential homecoming. The Lakers are about to make a nostalgic move that could be the key to recapturing the championship magic of 2020, or is this just another desperate attempt to chase past glory? The proposal to bring Kentavious Caldwell-Pope back to Los Angeles represents much more than a simple trade. It's a statement about identity, chemistry, and the importance of players who understand what it means to win at the highest level. KCP isn't just another 3-and-D wing available on the market. He's someone who has already proven capable of elevating his game when the spotlight is brightest and the stakes are highest. Let's examine why this reunion makes so much sense from both an emotional and strategic standpoint. Caldwell-Pope was a fundamental piece during the Lakers' historic bubble campaign in 2020, contributing consistent defense and clutch shooting that helped secure the franchise's 17th championship. His ability to defend multiple positions and provide offensive spacing were crucial elements of that team's success. The proposed trade structure, sending Gabe Vincent and Maxi Kleber to Memphis in exchange for KCP, makes financial and roster sense for all parties involved. Vincent, despite his potential, has struggled with injuries and inconsistency since arriving with the Lakers. His $11.5 million salary for 2025 to 26 represents a significant investment in a player who averaged just 6 for points per game last season. Kleber, on the other hand, is practically a dead asset at the moment. Having played just one game last season due to injury, he represents more a medical concern than a roster solution. Trading him while he still has some theoretical value makes organizational sense, especially if it facilitates acquiring a proven player like Caldwell-Pope. From the Grizzlies' perspective, this trade offers valuable financial flexibility. KCP has a player option for next season, and if Memphis doesn't see him as part of their future plans, trading for 2 expiring contracts gives them more cap space maneuverability. This aligns with their rebuilding strategy around younger players like John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope's return would represent more than just a talent upgrade. It would be a return to a proven winning mentality. Players who have already won championships bring confidence and situational knowledge that are invaluable during pressure moments. KCP knows exactly how to function alongside superstars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, eliminating any adjustment period that could cost precious games. Marcus Smart's arrival makes Vincent more expendable, especially considering Smart offers superior defense and veteran leadership. Having Smart as a backup point guard allows the Lakers more flexibility in their rotations, while adding Caldwell-Pope will provide wing depth that has been a constant concern. But let's be realistic about what Caldwell-Pope can and cannot offer at this stage of his career. He's no longer the dynamic player he was during his peak years, and his offensive numbers have consistently declined in recent seasons. Expecting him to be a transformative difference maker could lead to disappointment if expectations are set too high. However, KCP's value goes beyond traditional statistics. His playoff experience and knowledge of the Lakers' systems could pay immediate dividends. He understands the nuances of playing with LeBron and AD, knows the organization's expectations, and has a track record of elevating his game when it matters most. The timing question is also crucial here. As mentioned by the Western Conference executive, the Lakers appear to be in wait-and-see mode with their current roster. This suggests a more cautious and measured approach to trades, which would be wise considering their past experiences with hasty moves. This wait-and-see mentality might be strategically smart for several reasons. First, it allows them to evaluate how their current additions, Smart, Ayton, and LaRavia, integrate with the team before making additional changes. Second, it might allow other teams to become more desperate as the season progresses, potentially improving the terms of any future trades. But there are also risks in waiting too long. If other teams identify Caldwell Pope as a valuable target, the Lakers could find themselves in a bidding war that increases the acquisition cost. Additionally, if Vincent continues struggling early in the season, his trade value could diminish even further. The locker room dynamics would be an interesting factor to consider. Bringing back a respected player like KCP could energize the entire organization and reinforce a winning culture. Younger players would benefit from his experience and professional mentality, while veterans would appreciate having another proven teammate. From a defensive standpoint, Caldwell Pope still offers valuable versatility.